I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, on additional items that's not on the agenda, have the change order on Anderson Ferry. The Labor Day hours. And the letter from the Occupy East Street.
Mayor, I got one more thing. An offer letter for the financial position.
So we're gonna start it on Anderson Ferry first?
No,
No.
no, that's gonna. Does Andrea have one of these going?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please step forward, please?
Andrew?
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Andrea Wishart,
I, Andrea Wishart,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the state of Oregon,
and the state of Oregon,
and will faithfully and honorably demand
and I will faithfully and honorably demanding
myself in the office of Town Council,
myself in the office of Town Council,
to which I have been selected
to which I have been selected
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Sit over here, Andrea. So,
Nope, she gets to be in the hot seat.
sit over here? Okay.
Sorry, my computer's in the way.
Sit.
Look what happened.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Here, we'll do it on a different one. Ray,
We got another one?
I'll have you sign it at the end.
Okay.
Sorry, you guys.
Congratulations. 5 minutes?
Okay.
Maybe.
Amendments to the Town of Lakeview Development Code and Zoning Map. That must be Jay?
Yes, Mayor.
Okay, we're on the amendments to the Town of Lakeview Development Code and Zoning Map.
Would you like me to read the admonishment?
Yes, please.
I'm going to explain the rules that govern this hearing. Before the hearing begins, city staff will summarize the written staff report. The written staff report in the packet sets forth the criteria that govern the city's decision. After the staff report, the hearing will be open for other speakers. This is a legislative action, so it is a proposal from the city. Before the hearing is closed, anyone who needs more time to present evidence must ask for more time. If you ask for more time at an initial hearing, the hearing will be continued or the record will be kept open. And you will have at least 7 days to present additional written evidence. Requests made for additional time at hearings after the initial hearing will be continued or the record left open at the discretion of the hearing body. For the record, this is not the initial hearing. The initial hearing is in front of the Planning Commission. Any testimony, argument, or evidence you give must relate to the criteria listed in the staff report or other criteria in the comprehensive plan or land use regulations that you believe apply to the decision. If you fail to raise an issue or do not give the Commission sufficient information so that the commission and any party can respond. You may not be able to appeal that issue to the Land Use Board of Appeals. At this time, Mr. Mayor, I will call for the council to declare any conflicts of interest. This is a legislative matter, so there's ex parte contact there's no such thing as ex parte contact for legislative matters. You're free to talk to your constituents about a legislative proposal in front of the council. And the conflicts of interest work a little bit differently. In this instance, the changes are really an administrative map change and some housekeeping to the new ordinance. Now that we've been using it for the last 9 months or so, found a few different things, and Burns has a very similar code, so we found a few things working with the Burns code that we're suggesting, staff suggesting be sort of cleaned up. So it's a little hard for me to imagine exactly what the conflict of interest might be, but it would be in a legislative context something where you were like an immediate family member would directly financially benefit from these changes, which again seems very unlikely, but it is worth calling the question to the council.
I don't think anybody has any conflicts at all.
Very good. Mr. Mayor, would you like a staff report, council?
Pardon?
Would you like a staff report?
Yes.
If you have one, yes. I have one right in front of me.
Yeah, the written staff report is there. I mean, I'll summarize it briefly, and I kind of already did in discussing the conflicts issue. When we adopted the new code, essentially we changed a few of the really like the zoning district labels, and in a couple instances, actually the zoning districts that were in the map designations in the comprehensive plan didn't match the labels that were on the actual zoning map, which is a little bit awkward. So we've I think resolved that issue. The other thing with the zoning map is the prior zoning map had these, for lack of a better term, kind of circles for some of the neighborhood commercial areas. Land use planners don't really like to regulate based upon circles. So what staff did was applied that overlay for the neighborhood commercial to all the properties that were predominantly within the neighborhood commercial sort of circle. The other big change that's happening here with the zoning map is part of your adoption tonight will include a digital version. That way, the online GIS files for the zoning map function as the official zoning map of the town of Lakeview. So I think that's a pretty good upgrade. With respect to the code changes, like I said, it's really just cleaning up and clarifying things, and we actually caught one more thing that was not in front of the Planning Commission, so I'll call that to the council's attention. It's at the very end of your packet, and that relates to drive-through queues for financial services. We actually had an application come in that involved that, and there was like we found two parts of the code that said two different things, so we're proposing a cleanup there that will make that cleaner and more straightforward. So I guess I don't really wasn't planning on going through them line by line. I would just point out that the Planning Commission definitely looked at them, and they unanimously recommended that the council both adopt the new zoning map and also adopt the housekeeping changes presented by staff. So at this point, I'm happy to answer any questions about the changes.
Jay?
Yes, sir.
If a citizen wanted to look at the map, can they log on somewhere now and look at it online? Or
They will after tonight's proceeding, yes. Then we'll provide the shapefile to the county and say, yes, this is the official map. Please put this on the county's GIS layer.
Okay. Thank you. Hey, Jay.
Yes,
If it doesn't change like on property lines like 10 feet away or 15 feet away, whatever it is, it doesn't go over any of that stuff, right?
okay, I'm not sure I understand your question.
Are you asking about setbacks?
Yes.
Setbacks, Jay.
Have they changed?
No, there's, there, as part of the new code, there was, we made the setback requirements a little less stringent in a couple instances. But I don't think any of the housekeeping amendments here involve setbacks. Let me scan them really quick. I don't recall anything that involved any setbacks.
Existing fences.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jay.
I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Okay,
Good,
Okay, we're good to get voted on this one.
we do.
need a motion.
I would make a motion that we approve the Town of Lakeview Development Code and zoning map along with the drive-through.
Whoa. We need
Okay.
to open the hearing.
Oh,
We need to
hearing.
open the hearing.
Okay.
If anybody wants to
Ray
testify.
needs to do that.
And Don, to confirm, we did not receive any written submittals to the record,
No, sir.
correct?
Exactly,
Okay.
Yeah,
nothing.
Ray needs to.
Well, the planning guys okayed this, so.
Right, yeah.
Yes, the planning commission recommendation is signed and in the packet.
So Mayor, you just
But
need
now-
to open it to the public to make comment.
Okay. Do we have any public comments on this?
No. No.
Hearing none? Okay,
Now you can
Okay,
close
now we
the
can vote.
hearing.
Now you
I
can,
got a question.
okay.
Oh, no.
Well, don't.
Stock Drive and Roberta Road, I see that the sewer ponds are listed on the west side of Roberta, but they're not listed on the east side of Roberta, they're not listed on the west side. And on the map, it shows that, what is that color? It's residential on the east side of Roberta, which our sewer ponds are on. On the west
Yes.
side, that's also owned by the town of Lakeview. It shows nothing, it's blank.
Because it's not in city limits.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Which if the town owns it and you wanted to add it to the city limits, I mean, that would be that's about as straightforward an annexation as it gets, and it probably,
I
you
think
would
we
probably
have
rather
shit.
regulate your own, have your own land use control of the land you own.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because it was
Yes.
something that me and Don found like a year ago, when it showed it wasn't even owned by us.
oh yeah, that was a nightmare.
Okay, well, that sounds like an even much bigger problem. This is just
Yeah, we finally figured out it was.
Okay, now
Okay,
we'll vote.
that would have been an adventure.
It was.
We don't need no more of those.
Yeah. I have a question, why is the city putting sewer on my property? Something like that.
Yeah.
One way to walk.
Okay, Charlie, you can make your motion.
I saw it on them, I had to ask.
Does he have to close the hearing, or?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Close it, please.
All right, we'll go ahead and close the hearing as of 5:19. And we'll go back into,
No, she's gotta make her,
Now I'm gonna make the
Motion.
now she's gonna make her
I'm gonna
motion.
go back into regular session.
Yeah,
Then we're going back into regular session
correct.
at 5:19.
Okay, and now I'm going to make the motion that we approve the amendments to the Town of Lakeview Development Code and zoning map, file number 801, along with the exhibits that were attached for Exhibit C for the drive-through queues.
Is that all we need, Jay?
Is that everything?
Yep.
All
Okay.
right, second it.
Motion made and seconded. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay. Let's see, okay.
Very good. So the next step is we'll prepare an ordinance and then we'll go through the ordinance adoption
Okay,
process. But
Okay,
but the land use part is done now, so that's just administrative.
okay,
All right, thank you, Jay.
thank you.
We'll get you a draft ordinance here probably, by the end of the week.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Good,
Have a good night.
thank you.
You too.
You too.
Let's move on down. Appearance of interested citizens. Members of the public desiring to address the board shall first be recognized by the presiding officer and then state their name and address for the record. Unless otherwise designated by the presiding officer, each person shall have up to 3 minutes to present comments. The board of directors and staff normally will not directly respond to a public comment during the public comment period. Board and staff member comments will be held until the board comment period. Do we have any interested citizens need to speak?
No.
Okay, let's move on down to the other matters. Let's start off with the change order.
Okay, we got a change order from Anderson Perry. We got it to everybody. Basically, the screen that we ordered for well 10 was delayed, which changed some money, which actually is saving us $1,500. The delay, I believe it's on the 3rd page. They are asking for 7 more days delivery time.
Okay. Well, we gotta have it.
Is well 10 the new one?
That's the new one.
Okay.
How deep are they now?
I didn't ask how deep they were. But once they get this, they can proceed to start going in there and doing their thing so we can start working towards the drawdowns and that kind of testing we have to do in order to look at the next group of testing that we discussed already in council, those additional well fields.
Okay.
So,
Do you have a guess how deep it is?
my guess, yeah, probably 375, 400.
400 feet maybe?
Is this just a consensus?
Yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just,
I'd go for it.
I get it, I bring it to your attention so you know what's going on.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to know.
Good to have it, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on down to Labor Day hours. Opening hours are Wednesday, August 28th, and Thursday, August 29th, 10 to 1. Then closed for Labor Day weekend, Friday, August 30th through Monday, September 2nd. That if you need to pay utility billing during this time, you can either drop it in the mail slot at our front door or head online and click the red pay bill button. Wishing you a safe, sunny, and fun Labor Day weekend.
I'm good with that. It was really slow last year, so probably gonna be the same way this year.
I
Just another
see
consensus.
very little,
Yeah,
it's fair starting.
Yeah, that would be consensus.
yeah.
It's good.
It's gonna be posted on the door, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And on social and our website.
Good.
All right, let's go on down to,
Are the guys over at the city
letter.
checking it out too? Excuse me, Mayor.
I'm not gonna let them have it off.
You're working? I just wondered if.
No, I'll ask them.
okay.
Well, my guys work.
Yeah, oh, I know.
Hey, I'm gonna be here too.
I
I'm
know.
just teasing.
I know
I'm
they would.
teasing.
I know they would.
All right, there's the letter of thanks. Our 14th annual Occupy East Street and Car Show was a huge success. Helped us help other businesses in downtown to fix up their buildings. We're especially proud of the new look at the Indian Village, completion of Krista Dame Beauty Shop. We also helped with the work being done with Liquidation Warehouse, formerly the store, and made some other donations as well. We want to thank the community for their continued support. Les Schwab and Ace Hardware were our corporate sponsors this year. Thank them very much. I had several other donors who helped make this a success. Thank you to everyone who helped. Sincerely, Tom Lytle and Mike Beeson.
Nice though.
I think I'm gonna put that in the paper, the thank you. We got one too, we're gonna put it in the paper.
Okay,
Okay, I'll do. You
Okay.
need one?
that's awesome.
Yeah,
There you go.
And it does look good downtown.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Especially that alley.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
So
really
much
good.
better.
Okay, last and final thing under other matters is the financial position.
Yes, we are asking to send that offer letter out to the person that we interviewed for the position. It will be on any condition needing resolved or it will be resolved to the town's satisfaction. Not, if a person wants something, it's gonna be resolved how you guys want it done and how the town wants it done. But it will be a conditional offer letter that we'll be sending out tomorrow.
Okay, good. Sooner
I-
the better.
Do we need to make a motion on that, or is it?
Yes, you have to make a motion.
We do?
I think you need to make a motion because under the circumstances, I am the interim town manager.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
And you'll have to make a motion that if they decide they want it, you gotta basically hire them if I'm still in this position.
I would make a motion that we approve the recommendation letter, conditional recommendation letter to the finance manager, designated through the interviews.
I second that.
Motion made and seconded, those in favor?
Aye. I'd let you do something.
Thank you, guys.
Upcoming meetings will be regular session September 10th and September 24th.
So we were gonna have something on the 27th, is that going?
That's today.
That's today.
We're gonna try not to have them for a couple of weeks.
I've been doing too many hamburgers already.
Have you guys already started?
Thank you.
Okay. Staff, you have any comments?
I'll be gone
Today.
September 10th.
Okay,
Well, we're gonna goodbye for that.
So I will be at that meeting. So I'll leave everything, for Sheila, if she'll put it out and get it ready.
So get the agenda.
Yeah. If I'm back in time, I'll come in, but if I'm not.
okay.
Are they gonna be posted again? Like this wasn't on our phones, so we couldn't look at it? Is it gonna?
Well, I posted it, I sent it to you guys.
I got it.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, it'll go out as normal, and it's posted to the door, and then I put it out to
Maybe it
you.
just didn't come up on my
I
phone.
don't know, I sent it to both your emails.
I don't know.
I wonder why. I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
didn't
okay,
get it.
I'll go back and see
Because I
why.
was sitting there and I said, gee, I don't have the agenda for tonight.
Okay. Council, do you have any comments? Okay,
No, I'm fine.
Now.
Andrea?
Oh, you're
I'm
talking.
good, you're good? Yeah, okay.
Charlie?
Nope, not tonight.
Not tonight.
Well, I bring up a lot, but I'm.
Okay.
I know, I don't think that.
We have to re-sign that. And then pass it back around to the mayor, please.
We will adjourn the meeting at 12:28.